I'm Steve Mowe. I'm the owner of Nicks Boots. Nicks Handmade Boots is made here in the USA, in Spokane, Washington. We're 100% USA manufactured, sourced in the US. We are family owned and operated. So I bought Nicks in 2013. I was looking for a company that made things in the US and one where I could control the distribution of the product a little better, having dealt with international companies and international manufacturing in a previous life. And I kept coming back to the boot company that was in Spokane, and it had a brand, it had a very good following. I used to wear logging boots when I was working my way through college as a logger. It was over in Southwest Washington, and I actually worked with my dad falling trees and doing some other things, chasing and on the landing and bucking logs. Learned the importance of really good boots, and I wish I had my pair now to show you, but those are long gone and got nicked up by the chainsaw a few times anyway, so they were sort of falling apart, but they did protect my feet. Nicks makes the best boot you can buy. You can't buy a better boot, and really the product speaks for itself. You know, we don't really like to crow about it. We don't want to beat our chests. We let our work stand for us. One of the biggest changes was we moved to a new building. I don't know how I say this, but the old building, it was just really tough to get boots made there. We moved to a new facility here on East Sprague. It's got 20,000 feet and lots of room for growth, with windows on the north side that they get lots of light. We had air conditioning, which was a couple doors left open and a big fan. But we did put air conditioning in here because it's important that we create a good living for our employees and a pleasant place to work, a place they can work for 30 or 40 years. That's what we're trying to build right here. We started offering what we now call the Heritage Boot line. The first one was the Robert, which is the first boot I bought personally. I have a pair that I still wear out of a nice Seidel brown leather that still has the old Nicks logo on it, and those are really comfortable. The Robert I named after my father, for what it's worth. I don't know why that's emotional. The compensation of employees had to go up to make this a viable career for people. So the first 3 years alone, we spent basically the profits of the company on increasing wages. A couple of years ago, it became obvious that the company was going to really start taking off, and we needed some help. I'm fortunate that my son Shuyler raised his hand and said, I'm available, and he had been involved with a lot of the marketing early on. So I'd like to introduce Shuyler.
Hey, thank you. My name is Shuyler Mowe. I started here about a year ago, which, as you can imagine, was a little bit of a challenging time. Right at the start of the pandemic, there was a lot of uncertainty, but we've really thrived during this time, as I think we've seen larger trends with people starting to appreciate really high quality goods. Nicks especially has been able to see some recognition for that and take advantage of those things. It's been a really great ride here, and we're really looking forward to continuing that for the future. I think the future holds a lot of great opportunities. It's been a really incredible past year plus since I started. We've got really amazing things on the horizon. Increased scale that we've seen over the last year makes for a lot more opportunities for our employees. It lets us pay people more, and really strive to achieve that thriving wage versus living wage. It also lets us offer more leathers to our customer, more silhouettes, more heel options, more sole options. Leather, as an example, when I started a little over a year ago, we were around 10 to 11 different leathers, and now we're in excess of 20 different options for customers. While it's critical that we stay true to our roots and our history in offering individual options to individual purchasers, we think that as we continue to grow, that lets us offer more options to those customers as we're able to spread those leather runs, for example, over more boots in a shorter period of time. It's been really gratifying to see the growth over the past year and really looking forward to what we're going to accomplish going forward.
Nicks is committed to U.S. manufacturing, to making the best boots we can make, to the future. Watch for new things coming from us, and Shuyler will be working on those.
The last year has definitely seen some challenges. Lead times, for example, crept up there for a bit. We've got those into the more reasonable range that you've come to expect from us. Thanks for sticking with us over the past year. I know that you're going to be excited about what we've got coming up. But we've been able to pick up some interesting patterns, some interesting dyes, some interesting approaches that we look forward to sharing with you over the coming months and year. Really excited to show that to you guys, and definitely stay tuned to our social media channels to see what's coming up next. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. From everyone here at Nicks Boots, thank you again for all of your support.